All right, I think we are here. 1 second, guys, as I get all my stuff together here. All right, let's try this out here. All right, hey, this is Ryan of Happy, Healthy, Vegan, coming at you live, 7:44 Pacific Standard Time. And if you're watching later on, welcome. I'll keep this stream up for a while. If you get the notification, you'll be able to see it forever. But yeah, Lakers just won their 17th championship. I've been watching this season all year, basically. It started last year in October. It ends this year in October. Longest NBA season ever. So yeah, I was going to stream to earlier today, but here I am right after they win. So perfect time. Why not? How's it going, guys? Thanks for joining. We got Johnny Bravo and Adrian and Fallon Marie, Jerry's Vegan Wujita. Let's see. Thanks, Adrian. Let's see. Irfan, Jennifer, XDJ Mosca, Root Psychiatry. Hey, Brandon and Johnny, how's it going? My lucky day, Travis, Donna. Hey. So thanks for joining, guys. Hopefully everything is looking and sounding okay. It's my third stream on my new camera setup here. I'm still getting used to the hardware and software, and to make things even more complicated, last time I switched over for my broadcasting software, totally unrelated to my camera. I was using OBS for the longest time. I was jealous of how Vegan Gains had all this extra integration. So yeah, I downloaded Streamlabs OBS. It finally worked on my computer. I had to basically uninstall the old installation. It's all working now. I'm still totally not used to it. But anyway, I got kind of a new lighting set up here. It's the same lighting, but it looks better with this great camera here. So yeah, I'm not sponsored anyway, but yeah, Black Magic Design sent me this a while ago. They were watching one of my live streams and thought, hey, this guy might be able to benefit from it. So I'm super stoked. We're using it for live streams, using it for my new vids. Awesome. Not paid or anything, just trying this out. I think I'm gonna just keep it because I've totally moved on from my past camera. Yeah, thanks. I'm glad you guys like the lighting. This is cool because I can like do stuff in low lighting now that I couldn't do before. My old camera would be all this noise, to look all crazy bad and stuff like that. Check this out. Let me see all the funny tricks I can do here. I can do like a green screen with my web browser like right here. Isn't that pretty cool? So if we want to look at stuff later, yeah, I'm pretty stoked about that. I can put as you guys saw maybe at the beginning, I can put graphics up. You know, I put this up as a little placeholder before I come on. But anyway, here I am. So I'm stoked. All these new toys and new things just to like, what's the word? Just I'm a creative person naturally, and creativity, is the spiritual, the psychological part, and then the tools to enable what you have cooking up here in the brain, in the mind. So I'm really stoked to just like, I was realizing, God, what I was kind of in a rut with my old camera. Just kind of got used to all its limitations and problems, and I never thought to get something better. I'm so glad it happened out. So I'm stoked. So I'm really looking forward to make new videos for you guys with this camera. I only made one so far. It's my video from last week. Forgot what day it came out. It was about my 10-year vegan anniversary, which is happening right now this very month. I didn't write it down in a calendar back in 2010, but I remember when it was. It was this month, October. Guys yelling outside, let's go Lakers. LA's pretty stoked. It's been you guys know it's been a really hard year for pretty much all of us, especially in LA. Before COVID-19 hit America, in January, Kobe Bryant and his daughter and many others that were traveling with him tragically died in an helicopter crash. And it's been really tough, particularly for us here in LA. So to get the win, we're stoked. So anyway, let's see. Angie, good question, Alan. Angie's actually, I hope it's not too much information, but she's in the tub right now because she needs to take a bath, and she's watching a replay of last night's BTS concert, like live from Seoul, Korea. So she's checking that out right now. So that's what she's doing right now. So I don't think she'll be joining us, but we did work out a way though for her to how did I do it? I don't think I have it set up right now for her to just sit back on the couch here. I have a microphone because I can get different yeah, it's only did they send me a camera. Black Magic did they send me a camera. They sent me this cool, I should have a second camera hooked up. They had sent me this little thing called the ATEM Mini. It's a little switcher box. You can switch between different input sources. That's how I'm doing stuff like this. and putting graphics up. And it also lets you put in several audio sources. And the most important thing is it gets the camera into the computer, something I couldn't do before. I mean, it directly connects. I know some of you more high-tech camera nerds can do this and have been doing this. This is new for me. I know there's that Elgato Camlink thing, but it didn't work with my old camera. So this is like, I feel like I've jumped ahead like 10 years in camera technology. A lot has changed. So anyway, yeah, I'm stoked about that. So that's what Angie's doing, though. Yeah, Jonathan. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, like tonight, huge plays. Yeah, Rondo was playing like a man possessed, like a man from 12 years ago when he won his first championship with the Celtics. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, otherwise known as KCP, he can be a streaky shooter, kind of like Danny Green, but they were both firing tonight, especially KCP being really aggressive, not just settling for jump shots. Yeah, and Anthony Davis, LeBron James, they bring it every night. And thought it was kind of I was wondering if they're going to give the MVP to Anthony Davis, instead of LeBron James. It could have been justified for either side, but of course, LeBron James, getting it done at 35 years old, almost 36. He's really taking extremely good care of his body. I've never seen a person be so athletic at 36, basically. I mean, it gives me inspiration at 53. Like, wow, look what he's doing. If he can do that at 36, I can still keep going strong at 53. You don't have to lose all your explosiveness as you age. Yeah, LeBron is playing extremely consistent on both ends of the floor, playing good defense when he had to, making really good plays. He got a triple-double, his second highest playoff career triple-doubles. He's 38, I think it was, triple-doubles, just 2 behind Magic Johnson at 40. Yeah, it was amazing. I love basketball teams that play excellent defense because that's what I consider myself first and foremost, a defender. I mean, I have an offensive game too, obviously, but it was great to see defense, team defense. It's, to me personally, maybe a lot of you guys that watch don't notice that stuff, but I just get really motivated and just delighted to see a team playing such high caliber defense like that. Yeah, and especially Anthony Davis guarding Jimmy Butler. They tried that. Didn't work last game, in game 5 as well, but doing that in games 3 and 4 tonight, giving Butler all sorts of trouble, having that long arm in front of Butler and be able to move your feet like that. Anthony Davis, total inspo as well. Anyway, let's get back to some vegan stuff here, guys. I'm just like stoked to see such a good thing happen in the world of Los Angeles. It's been quite a while with riots happening here and police shootings, and you don't need me to go on that. It's just good to finally have something, big and good happen here. It's like a hope kind of thing, kind of feeling of hope, like, ooh, life isn't all horrible things happening all the time on the big stage. Some good things can happen. There are vegan professional basketball players. Great question, JL. On the Lakers, there's JaVale McGee. He has we covered one of his videos. He's been doing videos in the bubble there in Orlando. I think it's Life in the Bubble, and yeah, he's a vegan. I don't know if he's an ethical vegan, but he definitely eats vegan. Saw him go fishing once with the guys, but he was throwing the fish back. But yeah, he's vegan. I think Kyle Kuzma, last time I checked, was pescatarian. And yeah, aside from them, there's I thought Chris Paul recently went vegan. Kyrie Irving, many year vegan now. And there's been other vegans before them too, like Okafor on the Hornets. He quit being vegan though, and I thought Damian Lillard was vegan for a short while too. Maybe I'm wrong on Lillard. Anyway, yeah, there are professional vegan NBA guys. Yeah, this is the Happy Healthy Sports update show. Yeah, we don't see that too much. I try not to mix the two too much, but and Eddie Van Halen was another big thing that happened this week. The loss of Eddie Van Halen, and yeah, I wonder how it would have been for him if he would have been able to beat cancer. I don't know. I thought it was wasn't it lung cancer, if I'm right? He did smoke a hell of a lot, and he's had cancer for quite a long time, as far as I remember. Yeah, he was a huge influence on me too. I remember I'm going to date myself really old here, but when I was in junior high, or it could have been my first year of high school. I forgot. I have to look back. I remember going there with one of my buddies from back then to the record store and buying Van Halen's first album. You know, the one that has the four of them all on the cover, and going home and playing it. And I never heard anyone play guitar like that. Like Eruption, I just thought like the whole world had changed once I heard that solo. So yeah, I've been following Van Halen for a lot of my life. I even learned how to play some parts of Eruption, and you know, I could play a few Van Halen songs like Ain't Talk About Love and stuff like that. But anyway, yeah, that hit me pretty big too this week. 2020 is a weird year. You know, it's going to continue to be a weird year. Oh yeah, yeah. Thanks for It's Like a Tree. I was trying to debate a guy. I already had the title worked out. It's not going to happen though because he didn't comply. It was going to be debate Ryan versus random Facebook troll, because a guy was but I told him, either you debate me. His name is John. What was his name again? Gurgis or Gringus or something like that. It's Like a Tree. I said, either you debate me, John, or I'm going to make a video describing this horrible bigotry he was displaying toward vegans. He said I was offering an opinion about some nonsense he was saying, not related to veganism. Then he looked at my profile picture on Facebook and saw I had a mask that said vegan on it. He said, I had no reason to participate in the discussion or represent what a reasonable person would think because I was vegan and wearing a mask. I go, oh, okay, so you believe vegans should be quiet. We don't have the same rights that you have to speak your mind. Vegans are somehow second-class citizens. We should ride in the back of the bus and stay silent. So I called him out on it. I said, all right, come on. And he also said we're a religion too. So I said, all right, cool. Come on my YouTube channel and we'll talk about if vegans are second-class citizens that need to remain more silent than non-vegans, and we're a religion. Thanks, Laura. Thanks, Laura, for the super chat tip here. Much appreciated. I was going to say, I have this set up on OBS too, Streamlabs OBS, where you can, let me see if I have that link, Laura, for all you guys. I don't know how Vegan Gains does this. Let's see, is your little graphic going to pop up on the screen now? Yeah, there it is. Awesome. I've been waiting for that. A little graphic. Thanks, Laura. That's one thing I wanted to get going on here. Where is that link here? Let me find the tip page here. Yeah, but yeah, thanks for that, Laura. Yeah, we are missing Eddie for sure. Okay, I should have had this ready. I still haven't figured out how OBS all works. So hey, Tracy. Oh yeah, there's Streamlabs. They just gave a little as a robot moderator, a bot moderator. Hey Tracy, so we have a bot moderator here in Streamlabs, and Tracy here as a real moderator. Dang, so where is my my Streamlabs page here? My donation page, that is. Damn, I forgot what it is. Let's see. Let's see if I can find it here. Oh, here it is. All right, cool. Let me paste it here into the chat. My bad. I'm still learning this all this software here. All right, cool. I thought Streamlabs I saw how Vegan Gains has a setup where Streamlabs makes a post like this. Like, I just put a link to our Streamlabs page there. If you want to leave a donation there, they supposedly don't even take a cut out of it like YouTube does. So I'll paste this from time to time for everyone to have a look. But yeah, super chat tips are cool. Streamlab tips, I think, are even cooler, supposedly, because they don't take a tip. Yeah, bot mod, Tracy, don't worry. We still have the need for human mods. I can't figure out the bot mod to work. It's just supposed to, like, paste your donation page randomly or something like that. But anyway, we'll make it work here. I'll figure it out. Irfan, tips for a newer vegan. I would say the most important thing for a newer vegan is to make sure you just find new foods that become your normal daily routine. Every day is going to be a little new and different for you, but it shouldn't be like a revolution each day. Like, gosh, what am I going to eat? Find some solid, meal plans or meals that you're going to make on a regular basis. Like, think about it. Before you went vegan, you probably didn't have, like, say, 10 different breakfasts that you had regularly. You probably had maybe 3 or 2. People don't have that many. I only have like 1 or 2 I ever had before, and now I have like 1 or 2 that I do right now. I either have some kind of oatmeal breakfast or a banana smoothie breakfast. I would recommend getting our book at happyhealthyvegan.org here. Let me see if I can do this here. Yeah, here is our website for. Gee, how do I do this again, guys? 1 second. Okay, how do I do this again? Yeah, here is our website, happyhealthyvegan.org. And here we have Keep It Carved, baby. The print book is all sold out right now, but we have the ebook, which is half price, $6.50. And did it work here? Yeah, we're keeping it half price for until kind of life gets back to normal. I know a lot of people are checking out veganism now, or a lot of people are making more food at home. So we're going to keep this for you guys at half price at our website, happyhealthyvegan.org. So let me put a link to our website in the chat for you there. Here it's coming, guys. 1 second. Oh, Tracy did it. All right, thanks, Tracy. I'll put it in there too. Yeah, you can get anything there. We actually, let me go back there really quick because we have a ton of new merch. Yeah, well, all this stuff's back in stock, guys. All our T-shirts. We have the. Where'd my mouse go? Yikes! Here it goes. I'm using 2 monitors here. Anyway. We have all our T-shirts back in stock. Let me try this one more time. I feel like I'm a technical Luddite today. Oh, I know what I'm doing wrong. My bad. Too many monitors here. Yikes. Okay. Bear with me. I'm gonna become a pro at using all this new stuff pretty soon. But yeah, all our T-shirts are back in stock. The gray muscle tee, which works. You know, it fits guys and girls. The tie-dye. The black unisex shirt, you know, I have one, Angie's got one, and this aubergine ladies tee. I just went and picked up a whole bunch, like a few $100 worth of T-shirts at our T-shirt place, Long Beach Graphics here. So if you want to get some merch from us too, help support us, and we much appreciate it. So anyway, let's get back to your questions here, y'all. Let's see. So, let's see. So I hope I answered your question there. I think it was Irfan. Just, yeah, find some go-to meals. Try our book. Try someone else's. Just find some good, simple recipes. Another tip, too, is don't get sucked into, like, fad, trendy vegan diets. Like, you know, people are saying, hey, just eat watermelon or only fruit or fast drink juice and fast the rest of it. Don't get sucked into those weird ones. Just eat a normal, sensible, balanced vegan diet. That's my 2 tips for you guys. I don't think I'm looking that swole yet, guys, but yeah, I'm bigger now than I was when I was back when, you know, I was just doing running and stuff here. Yeah, you can see some you know, shoulder. Really, look at those triceps. So that's what I've been kind of working on, the tris and stuff like that. You know, I'm not trying to like look like a bodybuilder. I'm trying to look like, you know, Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant or something like that. So yeah, I'm not trying to look like Nimai Delgado. Yeah, I'm strengthening up, you know, for basketball athleticism purposes. Let's see. So any other questions there? Yeah, thanks, Tracy. Actually, Tracy, the moderator here, has been giving me great tips. I don't know if you guys are following me on Instagram. It's Ryan Lum Rocks. I got rid of my little graphic that had this all. I should bring that back. Anyway, I'm trying to put together a home gym. I should make a video about this and just catch everyone up. But I had an old Mercedes-Benz for 12 years. We finally sold it last week. Been so busy, guys. You have no idea how busy I've been. Sold it last week, so I have space in my garage now to construct a home gym. And Tracy's been giving me advice because she put together a home gym. The thing is, it's really tough right now to find weights. It's like impossible because everyone's putting together home gyms right now during COVID. But I got the floors power sprayed, the walls power washed. It's really clean in there. Flew around some rugs that I had, some outdoorish kind of rugs. Just putting stuff out there now. I did some yoga today, and I'm doing something like with this. I forgot what it's called. Basically, it's like bands, but they're old. It's like made out of metal, like these springs that you stretch and stuff like that. I found it out in the garage. It's just been there all this time. So it's this great, you know, way to work your shoulders and stuff like that. So I went out there today and worked out with that for half an hour since I don't have weights yet. You're right, Tracy. You can find weights. Usually they're at price gouged rates. But Tracy showed me some pics of weights that Dick's Sporting Goods is selling. A 300-pound weight set, and that includes a 45-pound, 7-foot-long barbell for $250. The thing is, it's really hard to find. So I was trying to find tips on when to check their site. Some guy said to look every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday around 11 or 12 my time, and check it, see if it comes in stock, and just buy it and go down. I have to drive a ways. So anyway, Tracy's gave us some great tips on how to a squat rack that I can order off Amazon. I'm thinking about getting that just now because you can do pull-ups on it, assuming my elbow will allow me to, and get a bench. But yeah, the weights are real tough right now. That's the plan, is to I haven't used a bench. I haven't worked out on a bench since February, guys. So yeah, not to say that was the center of my training or anything like that. Yeah, maybe so, BK. I've looked around at every sports store. They're all the same. They're out, basically. You just can't find them anywhere right now. But like I said, people in the comments, the reviews on Dick's Sporting Goods on my weight set said they looked around. They had to wait for like a month or two, but they just diligently kept checking the website periodically, and sooner or later some would pop up. So I'm hoping to be one of those people. I've been checking the site 3 to 10 times a day, basically. So I will get some weights. Yeah, Tracy, they are gouging right now, but I'm glad Dick's Sporting Goods kept the price pretty much the same. A 300-pound weight set with an 7-foot barbell for $300. I mean, that's great. That's perfect for me. That's exactly what I need right now. I don't lift more than 300 pounds anyway, so it'll be perfect for me. Yeah, my lucky day. You're talking about that spring thing. I forgot what it's called again, but yeah, I had to be careful. I was working out shirtless today, and it would pinch my skin when I was doing certain things. I had to be really careful on some of the exercise I was doing. I'd hold it up here, and you're pulling it down. It's really cool. It really works your body. What's cool about working out with that spring chain thing, it's like bands for most people, is that say you can do curls with them. The thing is, when you do a curl with a barbell or a dumbbell, it gets easier as you get up higher. But with the band, it's tougher. So it works your muscle the whole way through. You're building the muscle up differently, working it differently, since there's resistance at the top part of the motion too. It's really cool. So I'm excited to work out with that, since that's the best I have right now. My body is kind of over the dumbbells. I've been using them exclusively since March, and I think my body's kind of used to all that and ready to try a whole new challenge. So that springy thing is what's the name of the springy thing? I feel so dumb. I know what it's called. Let's see. Let me look right here. I have it in. I was just when I was out in the garage, I was reading all about it. It's called a. Where is my app here? Here we go. It is called we could call it cable training, I guess. What is this other person calling it here? Let's see. Okay, it could just be called cable training. Either way, I'm enjoying it. Not vegan brain fog, Tracy. It's just kind of I just forget what it's called. I didn't even know what it's called. I had to Google. I just kind of described what it was, and it told me what it's called. And I still, that was just yesterday. It's all very new to me. All right. So anyway, hey Brandon, roots like a tree. Question: are you guys still going to your local farmers market? Are they taking any COVID precautions? Yeah, Long Beach has its own health department here, so they have specific rules in place. Like everyone must have face coverings, and they have the stalls really spread out there. That said, I haven't been for a few weeks, but that's just more out of not avoiding it, just had other things to do, and we'd be getting so much food delivered anyway. And it's not summer's over. I was going there and buying cherries. Peaches are almost gone right now. So the temptation or the pull to go down to our farmer's market right now is less than it would have, was like a month or 2 or 3 ago. But yeah, we were going, but yeah, taking precautions. And I'm glad Long Beach is, making everyone follow just basic safety guidelines, that makes, makes it better for everyone. My opinion on masks is the opinion of medical science, not of conspiracy theories. If anyone disagrees with me, it's your opinion. That's cool, but my opinion is not an opinion, just based on the studies that show that if all parties are wearing masks, the rate of spread of a virus can be reduced 70%, something like that. And this is peer-reviewed science, not just, like I said, armchair speculation. So yeah, it makes sense if it's an aerosol transmission spread rather than like touching things. Makes sense if you're not shooting stuff out into the air and everyone's not shooting stuff out in the air. It really helps out a lot. 70%. It's not 100%, but it's better than 0%. Try calisthenics. Well, I was doing push-ups for a while. Back in April or May, I was doing like 100 push-ups almost every day, but not in one shot. I can't do more than like 20 push-ups at a shot because, you know, I don't have the biggest upper body and I'm 193 pounds. And my body's kind of got tired of that after a while. I hasn't really seen much in the way of gains, so I moved on to other stuff. All right, so you're using bands too. I know Tracy's sending me all these like ads and links to bands, but I need the machine first. But I'm glad I found the cable training thing. That feels so, you know, it really. This morning was my first time really using that cable trainer, and boy. Yeah, I worked muscles that I've never worked before in any other way. Because usually when you're working out with free weights, you're working against gravity. You're pulling things up, gravity's fighting. But with these bands, you're going sideways. You're doing all sorts of weird things, and weird muscles are being recruited or at least utilized in a different way. So that was cool. Okay, Johnny, yeah, you like body weight training. Yeah, you have a whole different sort of physique than me, huh? Push-ups are pretty easy. 123. See how I'll tell you right now, there's just no way I could probably train the rest of my life. Seriously, not to sell myself short and never be able to do 100 push-ups all at once, let alone 123. Wow. But yeah, I just have an unfavorable strength to body weight ratio. Not a huge upper body, and I weigh a lot, being 6'4.5", and I have pretty thick legs. Let's see, Boise triathlete. Interesting point. 60 Minutes tonight reported every doctor that those guys interviewed said they would rather have masks over a vaccine. Interesting. Yeah, shows you that alone shows you the effectiveness of masks. Angie, hey Sam, Angie's in the tub tonight. She's watching a replay of a BTS concert from last night, so she's chilling out in there. So I don't think we're going to be seeing her. Ace, bananas aren't that healthy, dude. Why do you say that, Ace? Please share that with me. I've made many videos about bananas, and I'm just curious how that came about. We weren't even talking about bananas right now, unless that's what you want to talk about. Yeah, Johnny, I wouldn't mind having some weights right now, too. Like I said, I got my dumbbells, but I'm kind of my body's used to doing what I have been doing with my 20 and 30 pound dumbbells. I really could use some heavier weights right now. So yeah, right now in lieu of that, since I can't find any, unless I want to spend an exorbitant amount of cash, yeah, the cable chain training thing is really cool. Let's see. Hey, let me get a sip of water here. Oh, JL, sorry to hear that you ran out of frozen bananas. That's tough. Angie just ordered us. I forgot the name of the brand, but it's a commercially made like frozen banana ice cream, nice cream. And it tastes pretty much like homemade ice cream. You might ask, why is that on the market? Because sometimes you don't have frozen bananas and you want ice cream. So someone made commercial ice cream. Yeah, comes in a little container, just like commercial ice cream, and yeah, it was cool. Hey, Emily Pete, what's up? Wow, Boise, that sounds like a crazy workout there. Let's see, 10 pull-ups, 15 push-ups, and 20 squats every minute on the minute for 30 minutes. Yeah, I can't think of any word to describe that other than brutal. That's wow, man. Yeah, Johnny, sounds like you got a good range of dumbbells there. 30 to 75 pounds. It might be cool to have a couple lighter ones too. I see some of the swole dudes at the gym doing some high rep stuff too on lighter ones. Like, hey, thanks, the mountains and the sea. What a nice name there. Thank you for your super chat tip there. Much appreciated. And you don't have a question for me, just thanking me for a good job. Thanks so much. I appreciate that. I appreciate being appreciated. Let's see. Emily, you never realized that, but yeah, why aren't bananas in the frozen or sliced section? Good question. I don't know. I guess until now, so no one, it never occurred to anyone, like, to slice up bananas and freeze them. Let's see. Jam it. Hey, off topic. Yeah, this is really off topic. Getting political here. If China can ban non-Chinese apps, which they do, they have the great firewall of China. They can prevent anything, any information, any app from getting through, unless you're really savvy and want to risk your life using VPN stuff. But anyway, then other countries should be able to do the same to China with impunity. There's a huge double standard. Not sure what you're getting out there, Jam it, but yeah, I've always been long opposed to their filtering of information. You can't use Facebook out there. Not to say that's a bad thing, but you know what I'm saying. If you're an American to travel there, you can't use your social media apps and other apps that you might be used to using. You can't there's all information about past Chinese events that they want remain buried in history, like forever, not to be known. Like say the what happened in Tiananmen Square in the 80s. The younger generation there has absolutely no knowledge of it. So I'm just afraid that since they perfected that squashing of information technology, other governments like ours could start doing stuff like that. So hopefully we don't end up in some kind of fascist environment where information is tightly controlled by a regime like that. Let's see. Mail-in ballot or voting in person. Hey, whatever you want to do, Michael Q. What I think I'm going to do, personally, me and Angie, is there's a, right now already, and I'm not sure what it's like in every state, every area, but there's drop-off boxes where you can just take your ballot right now. Might go do that. And also there's the option of about a week or so before election day. There's several, or at least some open a week before and some open 3 days before. But you can still just take your ballot there, not go inside and vote in person if you don't want to, and you can just drop your ballot off there. That's what Angie did on March 3rd when I ran for city council. I went inside and voted, and she already had her ballot filled out and dropped it off out front. So yeah, any way you can vote, do it. Just vote, guys. Whatever you got to do, however you feel most comfortable, vote. Hey, thanks, Jamit. Thanks for your super chat tip there. Thanks, Ryan. Love your work. Best channel on YouTube. Well, thank you. That's really kind of you to say, because there's a million channels and hundreds of vegan channels. Speaking of which, I felt really bummed in that I followed Cheap Lazy Vegan on Twitter. I think it was yesterday or the day before she posted, I think it was Friday, how she was voted like the #1 Asian vegan. They had like a top 30 or like 40 of their favorite Asian vegans, and I wasn't even mentioned at all. Like, they've mentioned all these people I never even heard of before. I'm going, what? How is that possible? I mean, not to say I should be #1. She's well deserving and all, but I mean, at least give me number 35 or something like that. Just some acknowledgement. I just wondered why I was overlooked. Did they not know I'm Asian? Am I not Asian enough, or they don't care about what we're doing here? I just found it kind of odd that I've been doing this for 7 years. Started our channel in 2013. It's been grinding away here of vegan activism and not even mentioned in their top 40 Asian vegans. I just found it really, really, really odd. It just makes me wonder, do you guys you guys know me, but I mean, is it obvious that I'm Asian? I mean, my name is Ryan Lum, Chinese last name. I mean, do I have Asian vibe or not? I was kind of curious. That's what I'm trying to rationalize, to see if I just don't have enough Asian vibe. Maybe they're ageist. I don't know. I noticed most of the people were like in their 20s. I did look at every last person. I look Hawaiian. Well, that's Polynesian, huh? Well, yeah, I don't know, whatever. I just thought I was a little bummed that I didn't even get acknowledged as an Asian vegan. I thought I put myself out there. Yes, I'm an Asian vegan, 3/4 Chinese and vegan, So, I mean, I've been doing this for 7 years. So anyway, little tiny bit bummed about that, not getting the vegan Asian respect there. Oh, I mean, yeah, thanks, Root Psychiatry. It's cool. It's just cool. I just don't understand. Like, they know who I am, but just hate me, or they just didn't realize I was vegan. That's what I'm trying to understand. I mean, they didn't realize I was Asian. I'm just trying to figure that out. Because, I've had this problem, if you want to call it that, my whole life. What did you say, Tracy? I've always believed you're Asian from the time I first saw you. I didn't know what connection or nationality. Thanks for pointing it out, Tracy, because it was leading me to my story here. I've always had this problem, and it occurred even this week when I sold the car to my friend I played basketball with. He wasn't sure what I was. I said, yeah, some people are, when they meet me, they think I'm fully Asian. Some think I'm mixed. Some think I'm fully white. Some think I'm Hawaiian. So when the point I'm trying to make is, I think there's just confusion when people see me. Like, other Asians, when they see me, yeah, that guy's Asian, no doubt. But I think for me, there's a lot of confusion. Some think I'm white, some think I'm something else. So maybe that's it. Maybe they're just not sure what I am. It's like, I guess when you look at Keanu Reeves or something like that, like, it's not obvious what he is. So anyway, enough of that. Oh, thanks, Emily. Dawn, I have to go through the propositions and see who is funding each one. I've just been so busy the past week. A lot going on. We're going to get our roof done, re-roofed in a few weeks. He's been coming out, taking measurements. Had plumbing issues. There's a lot going on. I sold my car, and that took a few days. So I haven't looked at all the propositions yet, but what I typically do is not only do I read through the wording of it, I go and see who's funding them. That reveals a lot about, the motivations of these propositions, whether they should be passed or not. You want to see who's funding them, what kind of industries are funding them. Yeah, Don, I just feel human. That's really what it gets down to. It sounds kind of cheesy. I just feel like a person, a human. And I typically don't think about race all that often, particularly with regards to myself, unless something really weird happens, like someone says something really offensive about Asians or something like that. I'll get offended. Just like if someone says something really offensive about vegans, like what happened to me on Facebook today. This guy, I was trying to say, hey, come express your point on a live debate. He was saying that vegans have lesser rights of free speech. We should remain kind of silent as vegans. And while he can say all the crap and nonsense he wants, unless someone says something really offensive, I kind of forget that I'm a certain ethnicity. Then I kind of become a little bit of an attack dog. Anyway, Dean, yeah, I did get a new car. That's why I needed to sell that Mercedes. I just wasn't really utilizing it ever since I got a plug-in hybrid about 2 years ago, 2018. I got a Prius Prime, which is a plug-in hybrid. It has a small electrical engine, which is great for me. The range is about 30 miles, which is perfect because I really don't commute, so it gets me around pretty well. Then once that 30-mile electric engine range is over, it becomes like a regular Prius, gets like 54 miles to the gallon. I haven't put gasoline in the car since March, just to put in perspective for you, I still have like another 160 miles of gasoline driving that I can do on the thing. It's an amazing car. I love it. So yeah, once I got that, and since Angie doesn't drive, the Mercedes was just kind of a burden. The maintenance and making sure I drive it every few weeks so the battery stays fresh and charged. So it was just becoming a burden, and I just wanted to sell it and make room for my future. It's actually happening now, home gym. I just don't have the weights yet. Yes, I am 3/4 Chinese. Let's see. What about that whole Joey Carbstrong thing? I have to admit, a lot's been happening. I haven't followed it all, but just today I sat down and watched Vegan Gains video about the Joey Carbstrong versus the Anonymous for the Voiceless situation. And if what Richard's saying there is true, wow, there's some major issues and major questions that Joey should address. He just can't say, here's what I'm doing, I did it, and peace out, and never want to talk about it again. Because of which Richard's saying there, yeah, I'm kind of wondering what's going on. Yeah, I don't want to commentate, but I really think Joey, if he is on the up and up, he should address these issues. Like, why was he called upon to audit? That's not his training or background. It seemed right when I heard that, I go, that's kind of sent some red flags off for me. It's like asking me to audit a company. I don't have the skills for that. But anyway, yeah, I presume anyone's innocence, but I want to hear this talked about some more because, to shut down a vegan activist group, and you're a vegan activist yourself, I just kind of, I'm not sure why you're going after them. You should be going after an anti-vegan group or something like that. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Anonymous for the Voiceless too, but each chapter has their own personality, their own identity, and the ones I've met here in Southern California seem like really good people. I thought they were doing a fantastic job. I hung out with them a few times, tried to engage people in debate. I saw no kind of sign from them that they were disgruntled with the parent organization or anything like that. So anyway, even though, yeah, you might not be a fan of them, and you probably have good reason to, Brandon, still to defund a vegan activist group, I don't know. I don't want to get too involved with that discussion, but I think, yeah, Richard raised some questions, and Joey, I like Joey, and I think Joey should try to answer them. And I'm kind of with you there, RA83. Yeah, vegans should more come together than tear each other apart. And that's why I'm really hesitant to make videos when I have to, make a video about a vegan and it's not in a positive light. I really don't want to be a force of division amongst our kind of small, relatively small community. Let's see. Yeah, is that true? Yeah, I saw that in Richard's video too. That they were asking for Anonymous for the Voiceless bank login and password information. That's not right. If that's true, I mean that's unheard of. That's So please, Joey, respond. Tell us what happened. Let's see. What's your favorite Van Halen songs? Plant Patrol, Lose Control, Fools, and Dead or Alive. Yeah, I remember DOA. Yeah, mine's probably, I'm a guitarist. Eruption, probably. That's probably my favorite one. An odd song per se, but yeah, it's still a song. Jimmy. Yeah, try not to spam us here, Jimmy. If you want to hang out and participate in the conversation, Jimmy Flocks, you're welcome to, but please just don't come in all caps spam the comments. Me or one of the moderators like Tracy will delete your message, so please don't do that. But yeah, if you want to participate in our community here, you're more than welcome to. In fact, I'm encouraging you to. Alan says you trust Alana, you trust Joey. At Plant Patrol, then why is Joey dodging? Yeah, both of you guys have extremely perfectly valid opinions there, and that's why I think there should be an open discussion. And I liked Richard's idea of resolving the issue. He would act as a moderator and try to, between Joey and Anonymous for the Voiceless, and try to work things out and try to, just make things better. I think that's a fantastic solution. So, or a fantastic attempt, something to try. So I wholeheartedly support some kind of mediation there. Let's see, Tracy, you're hearing some background noises on my end. Huh. Let me check, Tracy. I don't see any scrolls right now, but maybe the software is doing something weird. Let me check something. Huh. Well, tell me if this helps, Tracy. I did see some odd static on a muted channel, so I pulled its volume fader down. Let me see if occasional thumps. That's probably me. That's most likely me doing something. But anyway, let me hear if anyone hears any more noise. I did see a potential problem. See, all this is new to me. Everything's kind of like, whoa. Anyway, you just heard, I think that's me. Is that me on the chair, maybe? Like stuff like that? I don't know. Who knows? Let me know if I caused it there. You know what I'll do? I'll play it back. I'll see what the timestamp is here. Where are we at? 44 minutes in. I'll play it back and see if that was me thumping the chair. You think that's it, Tracy? That's me. I'm on a hardwood floor here, and yeah, you got to kind of be very still. Let's see, Jaden. What are you saying there, Jaden? We've got to make some waves so you get a wicked spot on that Asian vegan influencer list next year. Awesome, Ryan, and big shout to the retro Kobe jersey. Thank you, Jaden. Yes, it's a little goal I have. I want to make it onto the vegan Asian influencer list next year. Their top 40 list that they just put out last week. I was completely ignored, not mentioned at all from what I could tell. So that's my goal. Let's spread awareness that I'm a vegan Asian influencer. I said maybe they didn't know I was Asian. Who knows? Or maybe they just dislike my content here. Me and Angie, who knows? So let's try to get me on there next time. If you go find them, go look it up. Vegan Asian Influencer List 2020. Send them an email or a message, or find their social media and say, hey, what about Happy Holiday Vegan? They got like 200,000 followers, 31 million views. Doesn't he count? Goes live every day, spreading vegan activism wherever he goes. Anyway, let's see what else you got. Yeah, true character. Yeah, back to what we were just talking about there with AV and all that. Yeah, a lot of infighting and vegan community infighting, and that's not a good thing. That's why. What would you say there? Can't wait for this odd 2020 year to end. Yeah. All right, so let's see. Let me find something here, guys. One second. Got all this new tech here, guys. All right, so, hey, Big Scroll Nuts, what's up? Okay, you think the noise is me, Jonna? I think it is too. It's this little chair. And I have a really good sensitive microphone here. This is like, not your typical like YouTube podcaster microphone here. This is, like a professional studio recorded microphone. So it is it's a little, it's sensitive, more sensitive than like, a typical like, podcasting or video making mic. Okay. Oops, sorry guys, 1 second. I'm going to put a link in here. All right, 1 sec, guys. I want to send you, bam. All right, just put a link to our Streamlabs page, which is what Vegan Gains uses instead of Super Chat. If you want to send a message to me there, get your message up front, in front of my eyes, and I'll answer it for sure. And the cool thing about Streamlabs is they do not take I think a 30%, 40% cut that YouTube takes on all Super Chat tips. So I'll put it out there for you guys if you want to hit it up there. If not, Super Chat is fine. Either way, if you send a Super Chat tip or a donation on Streamlabs, it lights up on the screen, an animation like Vegan Gains has. I was able to figure out how to do that. This is my second time using it, and yes, let's see, RA83. Yes, this is my second or third time streaming with the Blackmagic, the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema 4K camera, which I'm not being paid to use. They sent it to me to check it out because I think here's the thing. After speaking with them and seeing what they're saying, I think they know that filmmakers, know that this is a really good camera for filmmaking, but it also has some great functionality for vloggers, just people like me, YouTube content creators, especially if you're here in studio rather than running around out in the world, which is cool for too. But this works out really well in just a YouTube production environment. Like now when I make videos, I don't have to worry about my battery dying in the camera. This thing is just charging all the time. And I don't have to worry about filling up my SD cards. I just record straight to my computer, so I don't have to transfer cards and worry about storage. And, SD cards can get pretty expensive. So I'm finding some great workflow improvements. So I think they want to get the word out there to content creators like me, that, hey, it's not just a film camera. It's also a great just YouTube kind of camera. But the only thing is it has a little bit bigger learning curve than maybe a typical camera does. Not much, though. What are you saying there, Ski? None of us eat meat, and if you want to just come here and spam and lie, we will ban your butt out if you had some point you're trying to make. But no, Angie's been a vegetarian since the 1980s, before I ever went vegan, and we've both been vegan now for 10 years. So yeah, we'll occasionally eat like a plant meat or something like that. But what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Yeah, good guy. Did you watch the series? I mean, I was hoping the Lakers were gonna get the job done Friday night, but the Magic, I'm sorry, not the Magic, the Heat played a very inspired game. Jimmy Butler was pretty much unstoppable. Just tonight, the Lakers were the better team. That's what happens in a 7-game series. The better team will win it. Let's see, almost hammer time. Yeah. Oh, Johnny, what's a good birthday present for someone born on Halloween? You ran out of ideas now. Wow. I've never thought about that before, Johnny. Anyone have any ideas? I've never had that situation in my life before. Birthday gift for someone born on Halloween. I would suggest getting them a normal gift. How's that? They probably are sick of people getting them a cheesy Halloween gift, because they probably don't really care, I'm guessing. Like, yeah, it's my birthday and it also happens to be Halloween. That sucks, So I'm thinking just get them a regular gift that has absolutely zero to do with Halloween or the autumn solstice or whatever, or equinox. Just a regular birthday gift. Let's see, Travis, you're sick of asking questions. How about ask us some questions? Well, you can chime in on that one I asked. Like, what do you think? Is that a good idea for a birthday gift for someone born on Halloween? Just a regular birthday gift. Okay, Brandon, I know your birthday's on the 29th, so you're cool with all the spooky horror gifts. What do you think, Brandon? Since your birthday is so close to Halloween, just like, 2 days before, what's your take on getting it sounds like you're cool with it, right? You're totally cool with that. Let's see, JL, how do you make black bean brownies? We just made some last night, but I don't think they were made out of beans. Angie had some kind of company send us some brownie product, but we have made them out of black beans before. Let's see, Tracy, you've been helping Angie edit her book. Is there a black bean brownie recipe in her upcoming book? Because I know she makes them for us from time to time, so I don't remember. Oh, thanks, Far Out, no doubt. Yeah, we'll make a video together soon. We're starting to amass a nice bunch of snacks here for another Snack-ageddon 2020, so we'll do a Snack-ageddon. Maybe we'll try to time it around Halloween too, to get in the theme of like eating weird foods around that time of the month. Let's see, what do you think, Root Psychiatry? You love horror. Okay, that makes sense. So scary gifts are fine with you. I guess it depends on what the person likes. Man, I can't wait for you guys for restaurants to open again safely, Brandon, so we could go out and meet at the horror pizza restaurant that the pizza that we got you guys that night when you came here to go. But you'd love the restaurant itself. It's just so horror decked out. You'll just love it. Seriously, vegan pizza and a horror themed pizza bar. It's just you're gonna want to live there basically. Let's see, Vegan Lay, your birthday is 2 days before Christmas and you would prefer a regular gift. Yeah, Linda. Yeah, we all miss Kobe. I mean, this championship, was very emotional because it was dedicated, the whole season was dedicated to honoring Kobe Bryant, and, it would just feel like a complete failure, not only for the team in Los Angeles, but for Kobe's honor to have not won a championship this year. So I'm so glad they did it, and it's a perfect year to do it. Let's see, is there vegan Halloween candy? Good question, Squirrel Nuts. So, I mean, there's candy that's just accidentally vegan. It doesn't say vegan on it, but if you look at the ingredients, they're vegan. Last year, we were passing out, what's it called, Jolly Ranchers? I don't think I ate any, or maybe one or two, but yeah, they're vegan. Angie did the research on that, obviously. Before we buy something, yeah, we're going to do the due diligence and make sure. But yeah, there's candies that are accidentally vegan, and now's a good time for you guys. I'm asking you a question. If you know some candies that are intentionally or accidentally vegan, put it down here in the chat and let people know. But still, just don't trust the word of anyone you see in the chat. Make sure you just double check it, fact check it, and make sure it's correct info. I mean, information does change. Sometimes ingredients change over the years. Maybe a candy was vegan when you were a kid and it's not anymore, or vice versa. So check it out. But anyway, some good tips down there. Skittles. All right, cool. Skittles. Oreos? Yeah, Oreos are vegan. Yeah, I totally forgot. I mentioned that sometimes. Like, yeah, when some anti-vegan says, like, a vegan diet wrecked their health, like, there's no such thing as a vegan diet. A vegan just could live on Oreos. I'll use that as a bad example. Okay, Tracy, some gummies that don't use gelatin. Okay. Yeah, that's what you got to be careful in those gummy bears. Ghost stories. No, actually, I don't have any ghost stories. Okay. Oh, someone just subscribed to our channel. I thought someone made a chat tip here. So Streamlabs will let you know when someone just subscribed. So if Lysenia Frias, if you're watching, thanks for subscribing to our channel here. Let's see. No, I don't have any ghost stories. I've never experienced or seen a ghost. Nothing I can recall. Just like I've never seen like an alien, outer spaceman, whatever you want to call it. I've never seen that. But I'm open and willing. My mind is not closed off or anything. I would love to see a ghost. I would love to see a supernatural being of some sort. I would love to see a space alien, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I'm totally open. I would love to see one, or many for that matter. I'd love to have the experience of that, to see if that's, the reality of it. Let's see, Jaden, you can't seem to find the recent vegan Asian influencer list that I was referring to. I forgot who did it, Jaden, but here's how I found out about it. If you follow Cheap Lazy Vegan on Twitter, she posted about it, I think, Friday. So you don't have to go too far back on her feed. I don't think she posts like 100 times a day. It should be pretty easy to find. If anyone wants to do that right now, that would help me out. If someone wants to go to Cheap Lazy, you don't even have to follow her or subscribe. Just go to her Twitter, Cheap Lazy Vegan, and she made a post how she was the #1 top vegan Asian influencer. So yeah, if someone could find that out for me and tell me who exactly put this list out, and maybe we can let them be aware, if they weren't already, that Ryan Lum is a vegan, a 10-year vegan, guys, and Asian, and a 7-year vegan influencer at that. So I think I have the qualifications. Let's see. All right, Roots Like a Tree. You got a nice list here of vegan candy snacks. Okay, Jolly Ranchers. Cool. That's what Angie and I gave to the kids last year. Airheads. Huh, never heard of them. Red Vines. Sour Patch Kids. Skittles. Heard of them. Oreos, of course. Swedish Fish. I've never heard of Swedish Fish. Interesting. Well, thanks a lot, Brandon and Jonica, for the little list there. So guys, you got some ideas now for Halloween. If you're celebrating Halloween, if you're giving kids candy, and you're recently vegan or long-time vegan, your first time celebrating it, like it was for us last year. We've always hit away on Halloween night, but we decided last year to get down and really celebrate it, and I'm very happy that worked out. That was fun. That was much more fun than I thought it was going to be. Decking our house up, making it look spooky and really cool lighting and moody, and the kids dug it. And giving them candy. It was really fun. It was fun seeing all those cute kids get all the candy. I would do it again this year, but obviously it's not going to happen the same. Hey, Jerry's Rafferty, thank you so much for your super chat tip there. Let's see, Mr. Question, am I running anything political in the future? Really, really good question. Right now, you guys know, this year I was running for City Council, Long Beach City Council District 2. My runoff race was in March, the Super Tuesday. I wasn't one of the top 2 vote getters, so I'm out of the race, but I'm supporting Robert Fox. I'm supporting his campaign. He's the real candidate of true change here in Long Beach. The other one, I've made videos about her, how she doesn't even really live here. She switched her political party affiliation at the last second so she could say she was Democrat, because that's the party that wins in my district, and she doesn't really live. It's horrible. It's so much controversy. But anyway, I'm fully supporting him right now. So after this is all done next month, I'll see what I want to do. But yeah, right now, Thanks, Jerry's Rafferty. Not making any plan to get back into a political race anytime soon. I learned a lot. I really, more than ever thought I would, about how politics works. And one thing is how money is so important. If you look at the 7 of us that ran for my race, 1 through 7, you could pretty much line them up by how much money that their campaigns either directly had in their own coffers or combined with super PACs funding them, like, unchecked funds. Like, say, the opponent to Robert Fox, she's a former police officer, and they've given her at least $50,000. They can put in $100,000. They could put $1 million in if they want, whatever they want, and they have the money to do that because they receive more money they receive over 50% of the Long Beach city budget. That's what people are talking about when they say defund police. They're not saying to the point where they're broke, but where they're not making the city that pays them broke because we don't have money to help, say, homeless people, which the police are doing, when they're not best equipped to do that. There's better service providers to help homeless people than, the police, which are fine for certain things. Just like you wouldn't want the fire department to come when your house is getting broken into. Well, anyway, let me get a sip of water there. Oh, Jaden, Sour Patch Kids? I thought I heard about that too. So anyway, let's see, any other questions for me, guys? Let's see. Yeah, Steve, need to get money out of politics. There are campaign contribution limits, which is, at least in my race, was $300 or is it $400 per individual? I'm already forgetting. It's been a few months, since, when I last got a donation, because I'm not in the race anymore. That said, you think that would help it. You think that having that $300 or $400 campaign limit would limit the influence of like what money can do, but that's for individuals. There's no one stopping like a super PAC, like say the Long Beach Police Department Union, from donating $50,000 or $100,000 through their super PAC. And there's ways to get around this, as long as they don't write the check straight to the candidate, as long as they pay for the mailers. They just print up $100,000 worth of mailers and pay for the mailing and send it out themselves, saying, hey, we're voting for candidate X and Y. So there's sneaky, and this happens not only on the local level, this is how it works on the national level, state level too, super PACs. So the way to get around that is to have good super PACs, like say Andrew Yang. After he stepped out of the race earlier this year, he took a month or two off and launched his Humanity First or Humanity Forward PAC, super PAC, to fund money to candidates that are behind the beliefs that he has for change. So we need the same kind of thing for veganism. There's starting to be some movement towards that too, to fight the money inherent in politics, like say with the meat and dairy industry lobbies that fund Washington to keep meat and dairy on the government guidelines. Yeah, Yang Gang plants and trench. Yeah, I donated money to Yang. He was an inspiration to me, being a fellow, Asian American of Chinese descent. He loves basketball. I love basketball. Seemed like a very reasonable man, very well spoken, even a little awkward in his appearance, but I like that. He was an inspiration to me. And I think his idea of universal basic income, it seemed crazy to most people when he first was talking about that a year or two ago. But now, here we are in November, almost 2020, with the situation that we find ourselves here in now, doesn't seem like all that radical of an idea anymore. So anyway, let's see. Someone's asking about protein. I am anyway, this might be a dumb question, but how much protein do we need? I eat around 65 grams a day, and I'm not sure if that's enough. Fairly new vegan. Well, here's the thing. First of all, I'm not a dietitian, a doctor, or anything like that. So my word is just coming from a simple layperson who's read through, the literature on vegan health, vegan nutrition, and I don't even count protein anymore, to be honest with you. It's really not like a nutrient of concern. It's not something like you have to be actively eating certain foods in certain quantities or you'll find yourself deficient or anything like that. A good rule of thumb is if you're eating enough calories for your body size and your activity and your age And on top of that, getting sufficient calories, eating a diverse array of plants rather than just monoing one food or anything, or a couple of foods. Eating a balanced vegan diet, get enough calories. Your protein needs, it's really hard not to get your protein needs, is what I'm saying. And if you're really trying to, like, say, expand muscle size, muscle growth, there are formulas about how many grams of protein per kilogram of body weight you should be having a day. And these formulas are the same for vegans or non-vegans. And those numbers are out there. And I personally don't remember them because I don't track this stuff. If anyone knows this, like Johnny, but I don't think Johnny he's a, power lifter here. Johnny Bravo in the chat. You don't do any tracking or anything like that, right? But if anyone knows, what the numbers to get are, they're out there. And if you need a little extra protein, you can always take a protein supplement. And I'll show you the one that I like here. Oops, guys. Let me show you which, do my little thing here. All right, cool. Here's what I personally do. If I want a little bit of extra protein in my diet for whatever reasons, and I've been doing this for a while now because my training is doing, I'm not running as much, I'm not cycling as much, I'm doing more work to get stronger muscles for basketball, for slam dunking, that kind of thing. I've been building strength with the Clean Green Protein from Clean Machine. I've been taking it pretty much every day. I didn't have any today. I didn't have my smoothie today. No, I did have it today. It was yesterday I didn't have any. I have this almost every day. I just put like half a scoop to a scoop of this in my smoothie. It's a whole food plant, by the way. And it's not like a bunch of weird isolates or anything. It's a whole food plant. It's called duckweed. It's just a natural aquatic plant. And it's ground up, mixed in with some pea protein. And it has an amino acid profile that's similar to that of whey. But since it's a whole food plant, it has the whole spectrum of vitamins and nutrients that you probably want, like omega-3 fatty acids in the form of ALA. It's got 3 forms of bioavailable vitamin B12, and the list goes on. And I receive, I'm not like a paid whatever, like advertiser for them, but I have an affiliate code for this stuff. Clean Machine Online, and our code is happy vegan. You'll get 10% off with this stuff. So let me see if I can paste. Let me see if I can paste the link here. I'm doing something wrong. God, what am I doing wrong here? Oh well, anyway, I just want to show you that. Let me get back to regular business here. But yeah, if you want to get a little extra protein, half a scoop gives you 10 grams of protein. A whole scoop gives you 20 grams of protein, in case you're really, concerned about protein. So yeah, it's not lentils, it's lentine. That's its trademark name, but it's really a plant called duckweed. It's like an aquatic green plant that grows on the surface of some ponds. Hey Parth, what is up? Let me get a little bit more water here. Let's see, roots like a tree. No, I don't think we're gonna pass out any candy this year. I don't think Halloween's really gonna happen this year. I could be wrong. I haven't really seen, like, by now you'd see more houses decked out with Halloween. So I think we're going to pass this year and, hopefully start up again next year because we had so much fun last year. But if you're going to go for it, yeah, go for it. I mean, maybe we're being too pessimistic and more kids will be coming by and stuff, but then I'm not sure how to stay distance from them and stuff like that, passing out the candy and stuff. So it'll probably just be simpler for at least us, in our 50s, just to just chill out and just watch a horror movie or something. Parth, we don't have a normal. Last year was our first year ever passing candy out to kids. We usually just kind of hide away like Scrooges of Halloween or something like that. But we had so much fun last year. We passed out Jolly Ranchers. I almost called them Jolly Rogers. Let's see, Johnny, I'm sorry, you're a bodybuilder, not a power lifter. My bad. In my mind, I know it's heresy, but I kind of lump it all in the same thing. Like guys that are big and strong, it's not the way I'm training or my goal or anything like that. My bad, Johnny. It's vegan brain fog, huh? Anyway. See, no one trick or treats at your place. Aw, bummer. Yeah, here it's not crazy like crowded on Halloween, but it got going. There was a nice a rhythm of kids coming by last year. It was fun. I felt cool doing it. I mean, I just had a good time. I kind of have regrets having hit out all these previous years. Yeah. Let's see. What other odd questions do you have for me here? Let me stretch out a little bit. Let's see here. You can see my long arms here. My long basketball player arms here. Let's see. We can do like a before and after here of how my arms are going to look after I do a month of working out with my band training thing, the weight band thing. Anyway. Let's see, Jana, duckweed is also called water lentil. Yep, it has a bunch of names there. Lentine, water lentil, duckweed. Duckweed, basically. Let's see, good guy. I don't know if you're going to find duckweed / water lentils in the supermarkets. I think just because like no one knows about it. I don't think there's a demand like that would get these foods produced in a way that they're in supermarkets fresh. Maybe that'll change at some point. I think for right now, your best deal is finding like what I'm doing here. If you're interested in like, getting Clean Machine. Oh, hey, Brent. Do we carve pumpkins and cook the seeds? Yeah, we've done that before. Yeah, I don't think we've ever cooked them great, but they're edible. Will we do that this year, though? Probably not. All the places here that sell pumpkins, I'm not sure if they're doing it this year. I know there's a place here called Pumpkin Patch, like a whole field just filled up with pumpkins that you buy. And I heard this is the first year in 100 years or 50 years it's not going to be open. So, yeah, I'm not sure how that's going to go. Oh, you guys are making me hungry here, though. What do we do for Thanksgiving, food-wise, plants and trans? Good question. Usually Angie will just make us something. Often we'll, the past few years, we were lucky enough that our vegan catering friends, Plant Alchemy, Eat Plant Alchemy on Instagram, have been selling like these vegan roasts, but they stopped vending. They stopped, being at pop-ups. We don't have pop-ups anymore, so that might not be happening. So yeah, vegan roast, and I'll make some mashed potatoes with Angie, veggies and stuff like that. We'll try to get in the spirit of it, and then often take that over to Angie's sister's house, and they'll make a few vegan things for us too. But yeah, this year it's probably just be me and Angie having something probably not too Thanksgiving-y, perhaps. I'm not sure. We haven't gotten that far yet. Good question. Plant Patrol, we hope VD is not watching. I don't think VD is watching our live stream here. I really doubt it, If so, they can make fun of my lean basketball body, All right, Hein Dattel, ask your question. Let's see. Let's check out Johnny Bravo's stats here. Johnny Bravo, our bodybuilder, not powerlifter, bodybuilder, is 145 or 155, maybe 160 at the highest. It all depends for him, but normally around 145 to 155. Yeah, I'm pretty much always 193 pounds as of late. I don't know why that is. I mean, at least when I weigh myself in the mornings. I guess if I got in the habit of weighing myself in the evenings, it'd probably be 195, I'm guessing. Favorite in-season veggie right now? I mean, a lot of the veggies we eat we can get all year. Let's see. Favorite in-season veggie right now? Gosh, I wish I had Angie for that one. Don't know. I don't think I have a favorite in-season veggie right now. Man, we just had some good ones too. Like we had a really good squash the other day, or I forgot what it was. It was really sweet and tasty. Let's see. Carolyn Taylor, where to start to be a vegan? Great question, Carolyn. Come in places like this, watching vegan YouTubers, maybe see some vegan movies like, say, The Game Changers or Cowspiracy. Have you heard of those? Those are on Netflix. But yeah, getting information is a good place to start. And yeah, and not getting sucked into some kind of trendy fad version of vegan diet, like, oh, I juice, or I water fast, or I just eat nothing but fruit or something like that. Just a balanced, sensible vegan diet, getting enough calories. Just watching people that have some experience to help you out. And that's one thing we do here. 10-year vegan, you're looking at right here. Been doing it 10 years. I'm 53. So that's one of the things I enjoy doing, helping newer vegans find their way in a sensible, healthy manner, to veganism. Yeah, forks over knives, what the health. I didn't want to get into all those, but yeah, totally. Good suggestion there, JL. Yeah, no urine drinking, my lucky day. Yes, you think that sounds ridiculous, but there are some weird, oddball, extreme, I don't want to call them vegans, but they technically were, that believe that drinking their own urine, and in fact the urine of other people, was somehow beneficial to their health. And most of these people are not vegan anymore because they got ill and they blamed it on veganism, not urine drinking. So I'm just saying, yeah, don't follow weird, fatty, trendy, extreme diets. Just a balanced, sensible vegan diet, a normal vegan diet. Let's see. Let me get back over here. Let's see, true character. Now I have to watch 36 Asian vegan influencers. Oh, did you find the list there? True character? Yeah, who put that list out of the top 40 or 36 Asian vegan influencers and didn't even think of me here, 7-year YouTuber, 30 million views, not good enough. Let's see. Jonathan, Clippers fan, sad night, but fair play to the Lakers deserved. Not a sad night. I mean, it was a good night. Los Angeles won. Jonathan, I mean, it's been a pretty rough year, and if you're in California or Los Angeles or Clippers fan for that matter, we'll take it as a win. Just something positive and good happened for a change. And yeah, it was kind of sad that the Lakers and the Clippers didn't play in the Western Conference Finals. They just kind of, as you saw, if you're a fan, they fell apart a bit when playing the Nuggets. Not to take anything away from the Nuggets, they have an incredible young team. But yeah, it wasn't the Clippers' year. Afterwards, we read about in the press their kind of chemistry problems they're having on the team. And as far as we could tell, the Lakers had extremely great chemistry. Let's see. Carlos, what's up with SIBO? Have I had any problems with it? No, I have never had any kind of SIBO issues. And the only vegans, I should say, that I'm aware of that had SIBO issues were these ones that I was just referring to. Ones that did some extreme form of dieting that's not part of just being vegan. They thought they'd make their own version, like, just drinking juice, or just drinking or eating fruit, or fasting 30 days, or urine drinking. Yeah, you guys know what I'm talking about. He's got SIBO according to Goji Man. So yeah, never had anything like that. I've never really met anyone that had a balanced, sensible vegan diet that didn't do any of those kind of fringy things that had SIBO. Not to say there are none. I just have personally not met or became aware of any. Yeah, you don't have to ask a question. Just ask a question. Goji Man had SIBO. I imagine that's probably why he's so into SIBO, huh? Favorite dance and why? I'm not a great dancer. I mean, there's dances I enjoy watching others do. I was just, strangely, a few nights ago, I saw some video of Michael Jackson doing his classic moonwalk, which always amazed me. That looks amazing. But I don't have a favorite dance I do or anything like that. I wish I had a better answer for you there. Let's see, Jaden, you just commented on the vegan Asian influencer list. We'll see how it goes. So who put it out, Jaden? Who did, forgive me if I missed that you already typed it in here. Who put out this vegan Asian influencer list that totally ignored me here. A 10-year vegan, 7-year influencer, and 3/4 Asian. I just totally got snubbed on this top 40 vegan Asian influencer list. They had all these people, not all, I would say about maybe at least more than half of them I had never heard of before, which is cool. Give them some spotlight. I don't need it. I just felt like at least mention me in there. Make me number 39 or something. That, just some respect for what I do. It was veg news? Veg news, really? Oh man, that's a snub. That's a snub. Maybe they just didn't think I was Asian, or maybe they just don't like me. I don't know. Veg news. If you're watching, why didn't I at least get like number 39 or 40 on the vegan Asian influencer list? Why was I totally left off of it? If you're watching veg news, please let me know. I'm not mad at you. Just kind of trying to understand why, just didn't even think about, what I've been doing here all these years. It's just a respect kind of thing, So that's kind of how LeBron James felt like a month or so back when he was snubbed for the MVP for 2020. He got Finals MVP, but like just the overall NBA MVP. And what pissed him off the most was that he only got 16 votes. Like Giannis got like 100 votes and LeBron got 16. So he just felt like, I'm better than 16 votes. Maybe he didn't have to win it, but give him 50 votes, 60 votes, why only 16? Seemed like a snub. That's, he just felt like it was a lack of respect for all he's done. And that's how I kind of feel too. It's like just a little, just something. I don't have to win it, but come on, give me a vote. Just one mention on there. I mean, for all the work we've done all these years and like no mention whatsoever, like I don't exist. It's just kind of a respect, a slap in the face, sort of. Not a slap in the face, just not acknowledging what we've been doing all these years for the vegan community. So anyway, I'll let it go, Shaw. It just kind of bugs a little bit. But I'm over. I'm totally over. I'm cool with it. I haven't lost any sleep about it. I just thought I'd share it with you guys today since I remembered it. So let's see, guys. What else is going on here? Let's see. Angie, she is in the tub watching a BTS concert from last night. Just chilling out, kicking back, relaxing, watching that. She's been working hard on her book every day. She's doing something regarding her book, trying to get that to the printers, soon, to get it out before the holidays. Hey, Carlos Trevino, thank you so much for your super chat tip there. Much appreciated, Carlos. No question even too. Just fist bump emoji there. Thanks so much, Carlos. Much appreciated. Luna Moon. I think, yeah, you probably have the right answer here, Luna. It's probably not a disrespect thing. They probably just weren't aware that I'm Asian. I didn't take it too personal. Like I told you, when people meet me, I never know how they perceive me. Some people, like Tracy, the moderator, she knew immediately I was Asian, or at least some mix. Other people, I meet them, they have no idea I'm Asian. They think I'm all white, or a mix of all sorts of stuff, but not Asian necessarily. So I get that, I understand. I don't, people just don't look at me and, aha, he's Asian, obviously. Not sure why. I think I look Asian. I'm 3/4 Asian. I don't know. I guess that's probably it, I'm cool with it. I didn't take it personally. I just was a little bummed that, like, my name, if you're not sure, just look at my name, Lum. It's a Chinese last name. But I know most, Chinese guys probably don't look like me. I'm a little odd. I get it. Most Asian dudes, don't, I'm a little, I know when I go play basketball, I'm like always the tallest Asian guy. I can't remember last time I played an Asian guy taller than me, to be honest with you. And I'm really thinking hard here. I cannot recall I can recall, playing other guys that were taller than me, but I can't recall playing an Asian that was taller than me recently. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, some people think I'm an indigenous American. Yeah, I mean that's a perception that people have of me too. Isn't it weird? Most of you guys probably don't have this problem. It's not even a problem. This situation that I have when people meet you or when they see you, your ethnicity is kind of, don't know. It depends. You could ask. I can meet 10 people and ask them all, I'll get maybe 6 different answers amongst the 10 people, So it's cool. I get it, Let's see, Crocs. Why can't I eat shark meat? But a shark can take down dozens of fish every day. Are you serious? Are you really coming here to ask us this question, or are you just having some fun here? We'll see what Crocs SX says. Why can't I eat shark meat? I mean, I'm sure you can. I mean, I'm sure you could go to the store and buy shark meat, right? I mean, what are you saying here? Tell us why you can't eat shark meat. If vegans don't eat shark meat, it's not that we can't. So tell us what's preventing you. I'm not sure what you're getting at. Why can't you eat shark meat? No, vegans don't eat shark meat, but we find it morally wrong to kill, exploit, which has happened in the case of fishing, animals for food, clothing, or any other purpose, because they do use parts of sharks for all sorts of various things. So for any purpose when you don't have to. So yeah, explain. You know what I meant? No, I need you to explain your question here. I'm not a psychic, Crocs. Yeah, I know you think vegans have superpowers, but I'm not one of them. So just pretend I'm a normal human being that can't read the minds of every person watching right now, and tell us why you're even asking us this. I think I answered it for you there. It's not like vegans can't eat sharks. Vegans don't eat sharks, or fish, or whatever you're trying to get at here. Because we don't need to eat fish in order to be alive. We don't need to eat any animal product in order to be alive. If so, I should be dead now after having been vegan now for 10 years. I have healthier blood tests now than I did 10, 20 years ago. So not sure what you're getting at. Like, why do I need to eat a shark or fish for? The thing is, sharks, that's what they do. They live in the ocean, and they are predators that hunt other life in the ocean. That's what they do. They don't have the option, such as we do, to go to the supermarket and buy a bag of potatoes, a bag of rice, some veggies, and fruit. They don't have that option. They can't go to the stores. They don't have shark stores, last time I checked. Secondly, I don't know if their bodies are capable of eating potatoes and vegetables and fruit like humans are more than capable of eating. So it's a whole different thing. Our bodies are designed to eat these plants. I don't know what a shark's body is designed for, but they don't have the morality to make a choice. Like, I don't think a shark says, I find it morally wrong to hunt these fish. I'm just going to go eat kelp or something. I don't know if they're capable of moral judgments like that. They're not. Secondly, I don't know if they could survive off just kelp or something like that. So it's kind of it's an apples and oranges comparison to compare humans to sharks. It's like when an anti-vegan or a troll tries to compare humans to lions. It's like, it's funny how you pick an animal, a lion that was, a carnivore like that. Why don't you pick a rhinoceros, which eats plants, or an elephant, which eats plants? A giraffe, which eats plants, or an ape. It's funny. You picked one of the few animals that is not designed to eat plants. You cherry picked an animal that can't survive like a rhino can. So anyway, I've heard all these arguments before. He's gone already. Anyway, all right, cool. I'll stop then. Yeah, who would want to eat a shark anyway? Well, you'd be surprised actually, coming from an Asian background. Remember, I'm a snubbed vegan Asian influencer. Yeah, there's shark soups and stuff like that. I don't know if they're really putting shark ingredients in them anymore, but at least that's what the traditional ingredient was. Yeah. Good point too, Carrie. That the toxicity of seafood these days is something to be concerned about. For all the people saying, "Oh, you need to eat fish for all its health." What about the mercury and other pollutants that are in the flesh of seafood these days? Yeah, hexacorn. Yeah, people will cut off the fins, throw the animals back in the ocean. That's pure cruelty and exploitation. That's another reason. That's what vegans are against. Another reason why we don't participate in that. It's cruel and immoral. Let's see. Yeah, it would be cool if we had superpowers as vegans, huh? That would be nice. Um, yeah. So, what other questions do you guys have? Let's see. Good guy. You'd rather be a rhino or an elephant than a lion. They live like 5 times longer. They can eat anywhere since there's plenty of plant foods everywhere. It's a good point, huh? They live longer. So if they're not hunted down by some, bad people. All right, let's talk about something better than this. We shouldn't have let that troll derail us into such unpleasant topic, but let's see. What plant power would be cool? Like a superpower from veganism, invisibility or shapeshifting. Those are good one. Plants and trance. Yeah, I would definitely take those. That would like be really cool. Let's see. Humus Hero. Hey Ryan, do I think ring number 4 for LeBron bolsters the case for LeBron being the greatest of all time? I mean, even before tonight, LeBron was in the conversation for the greatest of all time. But it's really it's just a debate that can't ever be won. I mean, how do you compare players from different eras? How do you compare Michael Jordan to, like, say, Jerry West or Magic Johnson to Kobe Bryant to LeBron James, and all the great players in between I didn't mention, like, say, Larry Bird, Shaquille O'Neal. I mean, it's hard to say who's the greatest of all time. But when you're going to have a conversation about the greatest players of all time, I think you definitely have to mention Michael Jordan, Kobe, and LeBron James. I think that's just a prerequisite. But I don't know if there's going to be a greatest of all time. It's just too hard. But yeah, it was quite impressive to win with 3 different teams now. LeBron leading 3 different teams. All right, Johnny, get in some more late night exercising. Good for you, man. Awesome. I probably will get some more tomorrow. Hopefully it's not too hot. I saw we're gonna have like another heat wave. Let me look again what the temperatures are gonna be like. It looked really not good. Let me tell you guys. I mean, for a lot of you guys, it's autumn already, and I envy you guys. I love the change of the season from the hot season into the cool one. The days are getting shorter and all that nonsense. It's not happening here. That's why I call it nonsense. Tomorrow it's going to be 88, Tuesday 88, 86 on Wednesday, 84 on Thursday, 88 on Friday. I'm not going to see like 79 again until like Monday or Tuesday of the following week, and that just sucks. That's like a heat wave. It sucks. It's harder to go out and run in the morning, and it's just unpleasant. So it's harder to get. I'm sure if I go out into my new my workout area in the garage, it's gonna be hotter and sweatier. So blah. Klaus, you must be good morning, amigos. You must be in England. I see, huh? Or somewhere in Europe, I'm guessing. I'm starting to get hungry, guys. I had lunch right before the Lakers game, and I haven't had anything since. So it's been 6 hours probably since I had anything. So I'm gonna be going pretty soon because we have some chili in the fridge that we made 2 days ago, and heat that up, and that'll be dinner tonight. So anyway. Toronto, 55 degrees and sunny. Wow. It's your Thanksgiving tomorrow. 55, that for us, that's like dead winter temperature here. I can't imagine 55 right now. Wow, that would be crazy. Yeah, you're right, Tracy. Chilies do have a way of getting better over time. The longer you leave in the fridge, the more flavorful it becomes. If you leave it in too long, it becomes worse. But I think today's like the perfect time, the next day or the following day after making it. The best time is to eat it. Raining in Oregon. Cool. I saw the rain that you guys got was hopefully heading to Northern California, and it all but stops. That's good for you guys, give you guys a little soak in there, help with the fire weather, because we're going to get fire weather again. And the fires are still burning here, but we're going to get more fire weather. So let's cross our fingers it doesn't get too crazy next week. Let's see. Yeah, you guys know what I'm talking about, how soup and chili get better the longer you leave it in the fridge. Kidney beans in the Instant Pot right now. Ooh, that sounds good. I must be getting hungry. Everything's sounding good right now. Damn. Let's see. Gabriel, what's my view on XVX straight edge vegan? What's the XVX part? I know what straight edge is. Yeah, Angie, grew up in the straight edge punk rock scene from like the 80s and stuff like that. NoFap is part of that too. I don't know. I mean, I like to live a life that's low in like alcohol. I hardly ever have booze. I mean, there were probably like times a few years ago where I didn't have any alcohol in a given year. I mean, it depends. I don't think for most people it's a horrible thing to have a little bit once in a while, especially like on a special occasion or something like that. But if it does you bad, like your body bad, your mind bad, your life bad, if it causes problems, then yeah, don't do any. Why go there? For me, yeah, I don't notice anything really all that bad happening. But I have to admit, I don't feel great the next day. It's not like I feel bad or hungover. I just don't feel as like quite as normal. Maybe I got dehydrated overnight or something like that. So, it depends on you. I don't think it has to be a part of veganism. There's nothing inherently harmful about alcohol, especially if you're drinking something approved on Barnivore. But yeah, if that's your path, more power to you. I'm all about being our channel. I'm healthy, and getting drunk every day is not conducive towards that. Taking a bunch of drugs not conducive towards that. Okay. Oh, I see some more info here on the Asian vegan influencer list that totally snubbed me here. Okay. All right. So what are you saying there? Okay. Jaden, you say no. I say not veg news. It was a random person who didn't seem like he knew what he was about at asianvegans.com. So you're saying it wasn't veg news, it was asianvegans.com? Let me know who put out this list. Or is it Veg Source published this list that asianvegans.com put out? Again, asianvegans.com seems like they'd want to maybe talk to me at some point or something like that. Unless I've done something really offensive to them or something like that. I can't imagine what. I mean, you guys don't follow me on my social media, do you? You guys follow me on Twitter and Facebook? In addition to vegan activism there, I'm a bit of an anti-vegan racism activist as well. So I've been walking my talk about plant-based diets and just fighting out racism, particularly against Asians, which has been a huge rise of this year. That's probably why I'm more of a anti-racism activist than I've ever been in my entire life. My Instagram is Ryan Lum Rocks, RyanLum Rocks, ROCKS. Thanks, Tracy. That's my personal IG, is Ryan Lum Rocks. And on Twitter, I'm just simply Ryan Lum, RyanLum. So, yeah, follow me there. I post all the time, too, on both of those. Parth. No, I'm not aware of that YouTuber, Andrew Dotson, even though the name kind of rings a bell. Let's see. Yeah, Vegan Zombie, I guess, would be considered straight edge, even though I don't think he listens to the music, the straight edge music. But yeah, he would fit the definition of straight edge. I thought he said he's never even had any caffeine or something like that. Wow, that's cool. I don't think that he's weird or it's weird or anything like that. If that works for him, awesome. Let's see. Yeah, Gabriel, yeah, we make music too. Our band is Love Spirals. You could find some of our music on Love Spirals Official on YouTube. Yeah, we're making music all the time here. And I guess it's kind of slowed down the past couple weeks. I've just been so busy with just like daily life things. But yeah, we are an active band here. Um, let's see, Gianna. Okay, you tried the Beyond Meat crumbles and some spaghetti. I can't remember if I've had their meat crumbles before. Do you prefer just the Boca ones better? All right, cool. Um, Yeah, hummus. Yeah, I think it has a lot to do with our 45th president here calling coronavirus the China virus over and over again. When it has a name, coronavirus, SARS, COVID 2, whatever, the Kung flu, all this crap, just you know, it's just it's racist. That's all there is to it. I mean, and as a result, I've seen, and the numbers reflect this too. I just saw the the Defense League statistics about the giant increase of racist acts towards Asian Americans in the past this year. Yeah, that's not helping things. That's probably what's flaming it. Not to get too political, but the virus does have a name. It's not the China virus. It's COVID-19 or SARS CoV-2. It's got a name. You don't see any scientists publishing research on the China virus. It has a name. Did I have a cannabis problem? No, I never had a cannabis problem whatsoever. I mean, it's a kind of drug or whatever you want to call it, like that. That's not, to me, not like a problem drug. I guess you could have some psychological dependency issues, but there's no physical dependency. Relatively mild side effects, like you don't wake up feeling like dehydrated or crap or anything like that. And I still have a little bit of cannabis from time to time. It's no big deal. It's legal here. My brain is old. They say to avoid it if you're under 21. So yeah, I have it once in a while. Especially if I'm gonna go check out a cool band or something like that, or who knows, which I haven't been doing lately, obviously. Okay, anyway, let's see. You're highly addicted. It's a psychological addiction. Yeah, there's no such thing as physical dependency like there is, like, say, with alcohol, with nicotine cigarettes, with opiates, Xanax, amphetamines, crystal meth. Those things actually, if your body becomes physically dependent on them. If you don't have them, there are some serious side effects to be dealt with. Yeah, cannabis just has psychological dependence at most. Yeah, you can just quit, but if your mind wants it, but you can be psychologically like addicted or dependent on anything like sex or shopping or whatever. It's not like a property of the plant. It's more of a property of psychology. Not a medical doctor, just sharing my experiences here. Okay, anyway. Okay, so Gabriel, you stopped weed completely and it's easy after 2 weeks? I mean, yeah, you should be able to just stop immediately because, like I said, there's no physical dependency. You should just be able to stop if you want to. I guess maybe the psychological part took you 2 weeks, is what you're saying? Let's see. Let's see. Gabriel, you person you smoked to get better at art, drawing music, but it was an illusion. Just another vibe that is also nice, but not better. Yeah, I agree with you. It's like another perspective, I think that's why a lot of musicians like it. It just gives you another perspective, not necessarily a better one, but you can perceive things differently. You can hear things in music or perceive things in art that you might not notice normally. And it doesn't mean you have a better perspective or sensation. It's just a different one. And it's kind of cool to have like two perspectives to draw upon. That's how I've related to it in my time, I appreciate having, my normal sober waking mind, and then sometimes the cannabis mind how it makes perception a little bit different. You might be listen to your mix, like, oh man, the hi-hat's incredibly loud. I thought it was fine before, and then you listen to it and you go, wow, it's really crazy loud. And you check it the next day when you're sober, and you might find a nice balance between the two, something like that. It's just a rough way to explain it. Wow. Yeah, it makes some people paranoid. Yeah. Yeah, I've never had that issue really, but I guess when I've done it, usually it's in a really like chill environment where there's really nothing to be paranoid about. Especially now that it's legal and it's for all practical purposes has been legal in California for like 10 years. So I think part of the paranoia in the past was like, oh, at any point you could be busted. I know in some states if you're caught with marijuana you could go to jail for like 5-10 years even with a small amount. Here in California they'll just like nothing happens and make you throw it out or something like that. So yeah, once you realize like you're never going to jail for it again, I think some of the paranoia drops off. All right, guys. Any more questions? It's been on hour 45, and I'm really starting to feel the effects of my decision to not have dinner before coming on. So if I seem kind of chill today, I'm a little hungry. It is 9:30 Pacific time, and last food I had was about 3 o'clock. So I'm getting a little hungry. I did some working out this morning too. So I am, ready to scarf a little bit. So anyway, let's see if you guys have some questions. Yeah, Ryan does need some chili, Tracy. You're definitely right there. Um, let's see. Let's see. We're saying humus mill. Maybe I should say it makes me anxious, actually. Okay, yeah, it can cause that. I think if I remember the effects, the medical effects, it does increase heart rate, which your mind can perceive as I feel more anxious now. Even though it has a relaxing effect, it's kind of contradictory of sorts. Relaxing at one hand, but actually increasing heart rate. So yeah. And yeah, it should be legalized federally. It's kind of weird how in one state, like here, you're busted with it and you don't get busted. Everything's cool. In another state, you can go to jail for 5-10 years. Like that's just crazy. And then it creates problems for the businesses who are legal, like the dispensaries here, who need to bank their money. But since cannabis is illegal on the federal level, it's next to impossible to legally get their money into the banks, which creates problems because they're dealing with large volumes of cash, which can, that in itself, create a crime, situation, being targeted for theft. So yeah, I hope Biden wins and does that for sure. Just complete what needs to be done because all these things I've grown up seen how over the decades seen this whole process of cannabis become legalized and all these horrible things that the opponents said would happen and would create more people addicted to drugs, increase crime and children on drugs. None of this stuff happened. All it did was create a legal, safe place for people to get what they were going to get anyway and not have to commit a crime to do so. And all these horrible things didn't happen. It just just nonsense. Not promoting it or anything saying you should do it. I'm just saying, if alcohol is fully legal and you don't go to jail for drinking alcohol, I don't understand why you could go to jail for smoking weed when it has far fewer negative effects, both for individuals and for society. It just makes zero sense. It seems like the government's laws are forcing people towards a drug that is much more dangerous, much more addictive, much more easy to just die of. When I was younger, I don't know if I told the story recently, but I think I was 20. We didn't know any better. A friend of mine, we had to take him to the hospital one night. He alcohol poisoning. No one told us, if you drink too much alcohol, you could freaking die. I mean, that doesn't happen with cannabis. So they're pushing us towards more dangerous chemicals. Not to say kids should be smoking a ton of weed, but I'm just saying, I'm just pointing out the dangers there. You like gummies as long as it's a low dose? Yeah, Tracy brings a good point. Like, what's the worst thing that happens if you smoke too much weed? You're just super mellow, right? I mean, you're not going to go out. You're just like, oh, I smoked way too much weed. I'm going to go like beat my family now and get belligerent outside at the bar and cause fights. No, you just get really mellow. Or okay, I will say this. Yeah, I've had a few times early on, like when weed was legalized, cannabis was legalized, and the dispensaries were giving out edibles. And back then, there was no like standardization of like to label them, like how much you were getting. So you had no idea if the person who made your cookie or whatever put in like how many milligrams or whatever. You just didn't know. So I ate like a freaking cookie, and I was like, oh my God, I just want to curl up in a ball and hide from the world right now. It was just a little bit much. That's the worst thing that can happen. Just like kind of just sit down and roll in a ball for a little bit, you know. But as far as smoking goes, yeah, you just get mellow and chill. Yeah, you're right, Humish. You know what you're talking about there. Smoke too much and your snack cupboard is in danger. That's a possibility. My way of giving you advice on that, what I've dealt with in the past, is make sure you don't have horrible snacks. That's why it's good to stock your snack cupboard up with like good, relatively healthy food, so you don't go there and binge on some crazy stuff. Yeah, just don't put the crazy bad stuff in there in the first place. That's right, Tracy. Just chill out in the corner. You'll be fine in a few hours. You're not going to go to the hospital. You're not going to die or anything like that. You're just going to be really mellow, super chill. Maybe on the paranoid side of chill, but still, you're not going to be running around the streets like beating up people or anything like that. Let's see. Let's see. What's Noah's opinion here? It's harder to do too much if you smoke. You're right, because you can, like, visually see how much you're consuming and judge it in real time. While an edible, you have to wait for it to take effect. But it is probably safer. You're right in that you're not like having to smoke or vape or anything like that. The lung issues. The getting the heated chemicals. That doesn't happen with the edibles. Harris too says she was for full legalization. She should. She's coming from a state where it's pretty much fully legal, So hopefully that'll happen. So for those of you guys that don't live in states like ours, if you go partake in this kind of stuff, you're not going to go to prison for 5 or 10 years. That'd be a bummer. Then you'd be making YouTube videos, the prison vegan or something like that. Then you get snubbed for the prison vegan top 40 list, when they make their list next year. All right, guys. Big Papa here. He needs to go have dinner. Yeah, I'm Big Papa tonight. All right, guys. Let's see. I'll take a couple more quick questions here because I see one here. Gabriel, do I consider doing any collabs with other vegans to hype the popularity of our channel? So yeah, it's always good to do collaborations. We haven't done any collaborations in a while, but yeah, those are always good to do. And I should reach out to some friends and people I'd like to be friends with for sure. I've just been really kind of focused on personal things lately. Every week there's something. I told you, like last week, selling my car, dealing with people to estimate how much it's going to cost to fix our leaky roof before the rainy season comes. So yeah, I've just been kind of, I don't know if distracted is the right word, but quite occupied. But yeah, I love doing collabs with people. Let's see. All right, guys. So, yeah, I'm gonna go heat up our dinner. Hopefully Angie's ready. Hopefully she won't get mad if she's still in the tub watching the BTS concert. I'm gonna go make some chili because I am hungry, guys. So I'm not sure when the next video will be. Hopefully tomorrow. Life will be kind of sort of normal for me. I can research a video. So if you have any ideas, hit me up. Send me a message on my Twitter, which is @RyanLum. Message me on Instagram, Ryan Lum Rocks, or just drop us an email at happyhealthyvegan. Or you can go to, let's see, that's the wrong button there. Yikes. Let's see what I got there. Wrong one. Anyway, you can go to our site, happyhealthyvegan.org. You see, I'm so hungry, I don't even care right now. I don't care to show our website. I just want to go make chili. You go to our website and message us there and check out some of our merch as well. Our t-shirts are back in stock finally. So anyway, guys, thanks so much. Thank you, Tracy. You pretty much here the entire time. Good to see you, Tracy. I've been missing you on our live streams. You always help out so much. But I know you've been busy. I know you're working tons of hours now. She's a teacher, so, school's back in session, and it's even more complicated now with virtual classrooms and distance learning and all that stuff. So thanks, Tracy. I appreciate it. I guess Race is out partying tonight. Race Lever, you're awfully naughty if you're watching this letter. If you're watching this after the fact, thanks for joining. And all right, guys, I'm gonna make something tomorrow. So I'm either gonna make a new video for you guys, or I'll do another live stream if I feel like it. You never know. I'm gonna live stream more. Remember I told you I was for a while just live streaming once a week. I'm gonna try to do it at least twice, if not 3 times a week now. So that means you can see back-to-back live streams. If you care to hang out with me that much, I don't blame you if you're a little sick and tired of me, guys. Anyway, thanks so much, guys. Thanks, Tracy. Thanks, everyone. And Papa's gonna go eat, guys. All right, thanks so much, guys. Stay awesome.